Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Katie, I am the Introverted Reader, and today's video, we're going to be talking, if you can see by the title, we're going to be talking about Sail Remember Me by Abby Jimenez, which I just finished this morning and was sitting crying when I finished it because wow. So we're going to take a wee drink, drink some water, go get water. Ooh, okay, so, oh my days, hope I could get my feelings together, about this, because I just finished it today, and I'm a little bit all over the place, so excuse me if I ramble, but anyway, so this is Abby Jimenez's newest release, and I just know I love Abby Jimenez. Like, it's been 3 for 3 thus far that I've given 5 stars to, and now it's 4 because I give this one 5 stars as well because it was beautiful. It was beautiful. Okay, so calm down. Deep breaths, everyone. Okay, so in this one we are following our 2 main characters, Samantha and Xavier, and oh my word. Okay, so Xavier is a veterinarian. He works at a clinic that he set up himself. We love him. That he set up himself, and he's very, very dedicated to his job. Like, he is a work, eat, sleep type of guy. You know, and yeah, he's just very, you know, work. And Samantha runs the social media account for a mustard company. And I know that doesn't sound like much, but she loves her job. Like, they both love their jobs, you know, I love that. So, and then they meet each other whenever she comes to his veterinary clinic with a wee kitten that she found abandoned, and the wee kitten needed surgery, and it was going to cost a whole ton of money. And there was a little bit of an exchange between the two of them. She called him an ass and left. I mean, meet cute. I mean, you know, just, we love meet cutes, right? And he felt bad about how things went between them. So she sets up this GoFundMe for the wee kitten, so they can get its surgery. And he ends up donating like $500 for the wee kitten's surgery. And then they meet each other again. We're checking up. And, you know, he apologizes and everything. And then he asks her out. And they have a beautiful date together. And then at the end of the date, she has to catch a flight. And she's like, because she mentioned she was going on a trip. But then she ends up saying to him, oh, I'm not actually just going on a trip. I am moving to California because that's where her family is. And she needs to go be with her family because of her mother's health. And this is where it gets serious, okay? There's the whole list of content warnings at the beginning of the book that I really think you need to... It's a little author's note at the beginning, so be sure to look at that as you're getting into it. But basically, Samantha's mom has dementia, and it's getting bad. It's getting bad, and they have to, like, round the clock care for her. And, you know, the book talks about the strain of that. You know, you love this person, but, you know, like, and like, her mom is only 54, which is wild to me because, you know, that's usually something that I would associate with someone much, much older, you know, like a granny in her 80s, you know? But, you know, it's... Anyway, so she has to go home there and help her sister and her dad and her brother take care of the mom, whose health is slowly deteriorating. And just be wary of that when you're going in. If you have experience with that, then, you know, just be careful. Or if you decide that this book isn't for you, that'd be too much, then that's totally fair. But anyway, and, you know, Xavier drops Samantha off at the airport, and, you know, they spend like a perfect date together, and they talk to each other, they open up to each other. and you know, they really, really connect, and she's just like, just forget about me, like we've had today and it was beautiful, but I'm moving there and I'm not going to be coming back, you know. And but then they start to form, they can't stop thinking about each other, and then they end up forming a long distance relationship. And you know, they do their best, and and like it goes to talk about like how difficult that is to maintain a long distance relationship. I've never been in one. I've never been in a normal relationship, never mind a long distance one. But you know, just like the money it's taking them, and you know, the strain on their and the, you know, the stress of and everything, and that they just want to be with each other, you know, they just want to see each other every day and hang out with each other and have it be, you know, simple. But like, life is never simple, and that is what is so beautiful about this book. Like, talking about how like life just is not simple. There's always going to be something in the way. There's always going to be, you know, something that's having to stop you. Like, you want to go and be with this person and, you know, be in love and be romantic and frolic on the beach, but you know, real life always comes along, taps you on the shoulder, and it's like, yeah, but you've got bills to pay. Yeah, but you need to work. Yeah, but you can't take time off of work though. And, you know, and like that really got to me, because you're just fighting for them the whole time, and you're just like, you need to get together. And they, you know, and there's conversations that they have throughout the book where they're like, you know, maybe us not seeing each other would be easier, but neither one of them want it. You know, they, you know, at them falling in love with each other, and they're all just like, this wasn't supposed to happen, but at the same time, I knew it was supposed to happen. Like, this person is my person, and I want to see this person, I want to be with this person, and it's just so beautiful. It's so beautiful. Like, Abby Jimenez, you did that, madam, you did that. And I adore it, and like I adore this book so much. I adore it so much. And you know, Samantha's got all her stuff with her family, and Xavier has his own stuff going on. You know, he ran his own veterinary clinic by himself. He put himself through college and everything because he doesn't speak to his parents anymore, because it's mentioned that they were abusive towards him in every sense of the word. Again, so if something like that is triggering for you, then just be very careful. Yeah, he doesn't talk to them anymore, and you know, and he basically putting, you know, the veterinary clinic and everything together because he wanted to prove to them that he's not a failure, and that he's not, you know, lazy, or any of the things that they ever said to him ever is not true. And just as a side note, what that person said to you is not true. What they said is not true. I just felt like saying that, just in case anybody needed to hear that today. Anyway, but like, I adored every little bit of this. Every little bit. Like, them trying to find little pockets of happiness all the way through, and them, you know, even though life threw every sort of kind of curveball against these two people, they were just like, we're not giving up on this. We're not giving up on this. It would be so easy to just give up. But at the same time, they're all like, no, this person is my person, and I'm going to fight for them. And, you know, life is lifing, and it's terrible, and it's sad. This book is sad. I just want to let you all know. It gets sad, you know, with, you know, all the stuff with Samantha's family and her mother, and, you know, and Xavier and his situations and everything. And just... you know, it's all like, it's basically a book about, yes, things might seem grey, but look for the colour amongst the grey. Do you know what I mean? Like, you know, and the grey not lasting forever. Like, I finished this book just this morning, and I was sitting over there in my bed with tears in my eyes, just being like, wow, that was so beautiful. That was so... and oh my goodness, Xavier, I love him. Animal lover, love him. He takes care of things. Like, he comes over to California numerous times to help Samantha and her family, and like, he's doing stuff around the house. Like, he's making meals, he's you know, cleaning up, and like doing this, that, and the other. Like, do you need me to go grocery shopping? Do you need me to do this, that, and the other? And he's just wonderful. Like, there's this part where they're out getting groceries for the family, right? And they're walking to the car, and in the car next to them is a pug, a wee dog. and it's like, they're in California, so it's like 85 degrees. I've never experienced that temperature, but you know, California's a desert, I'm assuming, right? So this wee pug is in this car, absolutely, literally dying because of the heat. And the owner has like the window cracked open like this much. Xavier busts open that window and saved that wee dog's life. Like, and they end up taking it home as well because the owner was a jackass. So I just wanted to share that because that is the type of man he is. And there was people around filming the whole thing and they put it up on TikTok. And literally people are making edits of Xavier, and honestly, I find that so funny. I find that so funny. And like Samantha was looking at it and going, oh my word, this is everything. This is so... And like, I see a lot of myself in Xavier. Like, he is quite introverted. You know, he talks about how like he's not... Like, he likes social gatherings, but only with people that he really knows and they can just be comfortable with, and, you know, not having to worry about putting on airs and graces or anything around everybody else. And I'm like, me too. Me too. Like, I definitely prefer smaller gatherings where like I know everyone and I can just chill and relax and I'm not having to, you know, put on airs and small talk. I hate small talk, I swear to goodness. And, you know, and like how he cares so much for the animals that he looks after, and it's just beautiful. And like Samantha is such a lovely person, and the fact that like she puts so much effort in to take care of her mom and like just her family and what they go through, I can't. So again, if you deal with anything that's similar to what Samantha and her family are dealing with, my heart goes out to you. God bless you. You are doing amazing. You're doing great. And you're not alone. Like, just, my heart goes out to you. You're doing great. Just like this book, you guys. If I could give it 10 stars, I would. Like, I'm seeing a lot of people being like, oh, it's not Abby Jimenez's best one. Like, it's not. And I'm like, this clearly shows how different we all are. Because, if anything, I read this and I'm like, this is, like, everything that Abby Jimenez has read for me thus far has been amazing. Like, if anything, this is probably my favorite that she's done. I don't know why. It just is. But anyway, I'm gonna go. I feel like I've rambled on for long enough. But give this video a thumbs up. And I'm so close to 400 subscribers, and if I have hit it by the time this video goes up, thank you all so much. I still can't believe I even hit 100, let alone 2, 3, or even 4, but I'm so close. And anyway, if I've hit it by the time this video goes up, thank you all so much. I love you so much. You've made this intro, you guys, I don't have the words. You're just amazing. Anyway, so, and all my socials are down below as always. Blue Sky, Instagram, and TikTok. Subscribe if you haven't already, and ring the bell so you know whenever my next video comes up. And also, if you've read this book, let me know what you thought. I'd say you'll remember me in the comments. Obviously, try and keep it spoiler free if you can. But yeah, I love y'all. Bye.